STR Rose Goku Black, he was last on a banner in JP in January. Currently, at the time I'm recording this video, it is September fucking 1st. So they sure took their time bringing this guy back. So I had to go in and summon hardcore for him. Now, I did do a summoning stream earlier today where I managed to get all the copies of Frieza I needed. And I finished up the stream and I was missing one Rose Goku Black. I was like, you know what? Everyone always tells me toilet summons are the hypest shit, the greatest luck. So I'll do one, and surely I'll get Rose. Well, one multi-summon turned into about 1,200 stones before I managed to get that last copy of him. I hate that I did that off camera because I ended up using so many, but literally the only unit on the banner I needed was that Rose Goku Black. Usually, I don't like summoning too much on a banner if it's like I'm only looking for that one specific unit, because sometimes like it's impossible to control my emotions completely, right? If I pull my sixth, you know, I don't know, what's a good unit, Angel Golden Frieza in a row, I'm like, oh, fuck you, Golden Frieza. And like, you know, I know I've got a lot of free-to-play players who are like, I sure wish I could pull an Angel Golden Frieza. So that's why sometimes if it's only one unit I'm chasing, I will do summons off camera, but it's very, very, very rare. But I do think it was worth it for STR Rose Goku Black. He is worth it, and he is a beast. So let's go ahead and test him out now that he is rainbowed. Alright guys, so it's a little bit of time has passed since the first part of this video was recorded, but I'm glad I did end up waiting so long, because now I believe this is going to be the best setup for STR Rose Goku Black. We're actually going to bring the AGL West Kai onto the Potara team here. So Rose is going to get a double 170% attack buff from the two LR Super Vegito leaders. We also have AGL West Kai, who is going to give a 40% attack buff to Realm of Gods units, as well as an extra 7% chance to crit. So what that means is she is going to be like the best support unit for STR Rose Goku Black to make him look really impressive. Now, her passive buff will not work on the base form Tech Vegito that we brought, or either of the LR Super Vegitos. But she will buff LR Vegito Blue, as well as Rose Goku Black and LR Goku Black. Oh, this worked out perfectly, actually. Okay, so I will float Rose off. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll float Rose off of this rotation, and then he's going to match up perfectly with AGL West Kai and also LR Goku Black. So we'll be able to see what Rose can do. I know he's going to be well over a 2 million attack stat, because, you know, I have used him a couple times since I actually rainbowed him, and he is very, very impressive. One reason, you know, he's able to hit so hard is he does have a 160% 12 key multiplier, which is something really only him and Tech Vegito Blue have got in terms of like Dokkan Fest units and stuff. So I wonder if they're gonna give that to other units. Like, I remember we got 1.8 right there without optimizing him at all. That's very good. And then you consider like the 500 other amazing things about Rose. His top tier link set, his amazing passive, you know, really good support types. Then he has, you know, an attack buff for extreme type allies on his super attack. He just does so much. It's crazy. Rose is seriously one of the best units in the game. He brings so much to the table. It's very similar to like Physical Android 17. I guess really, 17 is kind of like the hero version of Rose Goku Black. Yeah, I mean, that's very close. They are pretty much the same thing now that I really think about it. I guess the one difference is 17, he does lower enemy attack and defense on his super attack, whereas Rose gives a buff to extreme type allies. So I like Rose's better. Although, you know, recently Dokkan events the bosses are not immune to having their attack lowered. So if that's not going to be a thing moving forward, lowering attack and defense is going to continue to be a very powerful sort of buff. So that'll be interesting. And then, of course, Rose lowers super type enemies' attack and defense by 20%, whereas 17 gets that defensive buff. Well, not defensive buff, but defensive reduction, damage mitigation when his health is below 77%, which is very, very useful. I think 17's ability is better there than the super type enemies attack minus 20%. But one thing is, Rose, that link set, too good. I feel like we've taken a lot of damage here. That's actually really surprising with the Potara team. Yeah, look at that. We're actually almost under half health. I mean, immediately after this, though, my rotations are now going to be in check, so Boo won't be able to damage us anymore, because we'll have, Super Vegito with LR Vegito, and then, of course, we have this rotation right here, Rose with LR Goku Black. So here's what we want to see. Rose does not share any links with AGL Weskai. See, I guess this is one kind of bad thing for Weskai, is she is just sort of sitting there now. Like, she doesn't have links with these units. She's not going to hit very hard. She's probably not even going to defend that well. Okay, though, here we go. The moment of truth. How much will Rose hit for right here? 2.6. Yo, that is wild. 2.8 on the additional. Yo, that is unbelievable. He did have, they do have big bad bosses active as well. Oh my. Yo, Weskai on the Potara team. That's ludicrous. Rose is about to be a year old, and that's what he's able to do right now. He is just a special unit. Like, they really went all the way in making him very good. Wow, this is an interesting run. I'm actually taking a lot of damage here. This is very surprising. Depending on how this goes, I think we're actually going to see a Super Vegito transformation here. As, mind-boggling as this is. Hold on. Yeah. I think next turn... Hold on. I don't want to heal at all. So I want to try and get different than our own key. Yeah. Yo! We're going to... We're going to get a Super Vegito transformation. I didn't think we were going to see this. Okay. Unfortunately, he does not get a buff from Weskai. I would kind of like to see how LR Vegito Blue is going to work on the Potara team with AGL Weskai. While we're in this video, we might as well also go ahead and take a look at that. Another thing I will be doing too as well is, here we go. That's crazy. It's been so long since I've seen this. And I'm actually going to float him off rotation. I'm sorry, possibly best unit in the game, but you're going to need to go off rotation though. Rose. I also want to test out Rose, of course, on the enhanced transformation team. I think he's going to be absolutely phenomenal on there. Even only with a 90% attack buff from Boo's leader skill, I think Rose is still strong enough to really make an impression. And wow, 1.9 without any support on the rotation. He's just so strong. So there's a lot of different things I want to test out with like Rose and other type units. But I'm also eager to see LR Super Vegito again after so long. My boy, I get to see you. There he is. 1.7. Pretty good. This is not a rainbow LR Super Vegito either. I think this guy, he only has 1 or 2 dupes, but here we go. Yeah, once LR Super Vegito starts busting out these counters, my boy, he does a bit too much damage with those counters. Okay, here we go. Yes. Okay. LR Vegito Blue. What are you going to do on rotation with AGL Weskai, my boy? All right, let's take a look at this. I'm sure, there's a way, to easily get LR Vegito Blue to, like, dumb numbers, especially with this AGL West Kai on here. To fully optimize him, and then, possibly be able to build up his attack a little bit, because obviously LR Vegito Blue on his 12 key super, we all know he does build his attack. So you could really make LR Vegito Blue, I'm sure, hit just absolutely dumb numbers. That was still pretty good right there. Okay, and then here is STR Rose with Tech Vegito on the rotation. Tech base form Vegito. This will be a good turn as well to kind of see what he's sitting at with the Vegito support. 2.1. Still a pretty big difference, though, from AGL West Kai. Just goes to show how important that extra 10% really is. 3.9 by Rose right there. LR Rose. Wow. Yo. All right, that Patara team, yeah, running the double support on the Patara team, that is really interesting. I do like that. The only thing, if only LR Super Vegito, like, had the buff from AGL West Kai, oh, man, that would be insane. She just, like, she really is good on the Patara team. I was a little skeptical, but nah, she gives, like, LR Vegito Blue or Tech Vegito Blue, she gives them way too much of a buff. And then, of course, the LR Goku Black plus STR Rose rotation, way too much of a buff. I think she does merit a spot, or at least consideration for the Patara team for sure. So this is Furious Punishment, Goku Black, Super Saiyan Rose. His leader skill, he's a extreme type lead, 120%, 3 key, but you do have to make sure your team has all 5 types. And I think they all have to be extreme as well in order for his leader skill to activate. His super attack, the Waltz of Chaos, is immense damage, and then extreme class allies attack 30% for 1 turn. So of course that is nice. Toss him in the first slot to make sure to give that little extra attack buff to LR Goku Black, for example. His passive skill, Transformation of Fury, is attack 120% at the start of turn. Extreme class allies 3 key and defense 50%, and then super class enemies attack and defense minus 20%. So very, very good. The defensive buff is nice. The 3 key is really nice for LR Goku Black. The super class, debuff is not really. It's okay. It's nice. Okay, so Rose lowers super class enemies attack and defense by 20%. I would much rather it be all enemies 10%. So it was always active, like we knew, as long as the enemy wasn't immune to it, it'd be active. I would much rather prefer that, but, at least it is pretty good. His links, Super Saiyan, Big Bad Bosses, Dismal Future, Prepare for Battle, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, Fierce Battle, perfect links, no complaints there, amazing link set. 12 key multiplier, 160%, again, him and Tech Vegito Blue got that. I thought that would be the beginning of a trend, but no other Dokkan Fest has gotten that since these two have. I feel like there's a very good chance we're going to see the Dragon Ball Super movie characters be insanely, stupidly broken. So I feel like if we're going to see that 12 key multiplier of 160% again, this winter with the movie, the Broly movie, I think we could see that as well pop up one more time. And then, of course, Rose's on 3 categories, where he's very good in all of them. The Realm of Gods team, of course, we know how freaking crazy good he is over there. The Patara team, of course, again, very, very good. And the Future category team, which I'm not the biggest fan of this team, but, you could still do the same, LR Goku Black plus Rose rotation on there, and that does work very, very well, even on that team. So, all right, guys, we'll go ahead and finish it up here. Here is STR Rose Goku Black, 100% in the dupe system. I probably will take a look at him again on the enhanced transformation team. Kind of see how well he works on there. Also have physical Kid Buu on the team. Really try and optimize some of those Buu units. We'll see. But thanks, guys, for watching, and I will catch y'all next time.